The dumbest generation. In 2008, Ira Wolf, aged 58, wrote a book. He meant it as how to guide for getting people of different ages to work in harmony. In chapter 9, The Dumbest Generation, he writes about the workforce youngest members. This article responds to Wolf's views. What a difference a few decades can make, Wolf complains. A young student was once embarrassed and her parents shamed by poor grades. A young worker was remorseful if he disappointed his boss. No longer, Wolf whines that basic decencies of past generations are absent in this one. He criticizes a generation who grew up reading blogs instead of books and read updates about their friends on social media instead of reading about current events in the newspapers. Nothing new there then. The ageist argument is that we, the youngsters, know more about virtual reality than about the real world. A recycled nostalgia that each new generation is a disappointing version of the older, better one. The story is as old as time. These grey old fogies love to scare themselves with alarming tales of degenerate youth, but always seem to forget how the narrative turns out. The next generation is always fine, capable, better even. Look around, everything we know, everything humans have ever relied upon or been impressed by or desired was created by a generation who had been dismissed by the one before it. If we really worsened over generations, rather than improved, we'd be banging our heads against the ruins of the pyramids. Instead, we built the modern world. Our lives today are incontrovertible evidence that the ageist grumps who came before us were wrong. All of them, every time, without any exception. Ageism is a complex and nasty, jealous monster that closes doors and makes the workplace uncomfortable, if not downright hostile to young people. Let me give you some examples from my own experience. Number one, I teach a computing class at different university campuses. Every time I walk into a new computer lab, at least one person asks something like, "Are you supposed to be in here without your teacher?" Number two, I'm regularly referred to as inexperienced, new, or just starting out. I have been working in the industry for 8 years. Number three, I was filling in worksheets on my tablet in a communal office space when I was gently reprimanded by an elderly colleague for being unprofessional and failing to greet him as I was too busy texting or whatever on my cell phone. Reading this list, I can imagine a skeptic saying that that's not ageism, but I note a distinct flavor of, "You are so young. Do you really belong here?" Beneath these events, isn't it time such attitudes retired with their owners or went off for a quiet nap? The dumbest generation. So it has been a remark, and then there has been a counter argument provided over here, and it has certainly been very interesting. We have found it with great interest and found some of the real things fancies and imaginations, all provided in one single article.